Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world, and I know I'm coming back here, and I know last time I'm pretty sure I said that the next mission would be the final, the plan coming up, but you know, we're strung out across the globe, so the first thing we got to do is get everybody flying back to that mission. So bear with me as I get every airship flying, because you want everybody there, because you want to be able to have the best choices to choose to go on the mission, and that means get all your ships over here. So that's what we're going to do. And in the meantime, since it's a lot of flight time and that's kind of boring, we're also going to take on that little New Jericho Haven mission that's being attacked by Pandorans, and it's not part of the war. So that's just what we're going to do. So let's get everybody flying back right now. And I think I should have cycled through everybody now. So everybody should be flying. I'm just doing a quick double check. And yeah, everybody's got lines of flight. So what we'll just do with the mass Manticores is pop over here while everybody's flying, do this mission, and then reverse course and come back to the final mission ourselves. So let's just get this thing going. Alright, so it's daytime, the kind we like. It'll be a good tune-up mission, I hope. Nothing disastrous happens. I'm not going to try and take it too lean in such a lean-to-back manner, but we are going to do this. Just, it's not even like we need to. I just want one more little old battle before we head in to the final mission, instead of just having a flying mission up to that point. So let's get going. And everybody's going that's on this particular team. We'll just make sure there's no SP and that kind of thing to spend, and there isn't that much. The question is, what else do I want to give out in perks for this particular team? Mind sense, organically seeing enemies. Well, in the sense of it might help on this mission. I don't find that highly critical for the upcoming final mission, so we're going to look at Psychic Ward. That might not be bad, but you also have that head, so I guess in a way if we ran out of willpower, that wouldn't be a bad backup perk. But you know what I'm gonna do, since you're a jet jumping kind of guy, you're maxed out in willpower, and we got a challenging missions that'll be coming up after this one. Let's give you an extra strength for your survivability. That was a long talk through to figure what to what to give you, but we finally reached a decision. So we're also, well, we'll hang on. Now Warcry might not be a bad thing for you, Michael, to pick up, because you know why? Sometimes you get, as a stick dude guy, kind of thrown out there and dangling off on your own. So this is like a little bit of a potential defense for you. You're maxed out on everything else. Let's just pick it up. I'll dip into the pool for that reason only. Machine Man, you got turrets galore, and the big thing I'm gonna do is get you some more willpower for remote control. I think that'll help us the most. Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, we're picking you up some strength just to add to your survivability. Nathral Necro, I'm kind of leaning towards that, because there's not a lot of will in your secondary class. I guess Mark for Death, we do want to have you maxed out for that, so we'll pick that up. We'll have to survive with only 20 strength, but I think you can do that. That's why you got special armor to help you with that. And Max, you're all set to go. Smoothie, yeah, we got to get you a Warcry and whatnot built up for will, because you aren't even maxed out there. And Callum, you know, I'm actually going to go with some movement to help along with your jumping boots and everything else. I think movement is going to help us the most right there. And we're back to the top. I think there was one other individual, one or two, that could manage carrying an extra grenade or something. So we're going to make sure everybody is kitted out to the max. And someone down here could carry more. I remember seeing And it might have been you, although Callum, you're not a grenadier. Do we have... No, I guess I am mistaken. So let's get down to that. Mission. All items on the battlefield will be automatically recovered. Let's just do this thing as everybody's flying to the final ending for this Corrupted Horizons playthrough. All right, here we are, and we do see one enemy right off the bat, and he is above us. He's got the high ground looking down on us, so we'll see if we can't change that. Structures are to the left of us and a little bit to the right of us. So the main building with the most structures is right on our left. So let's figure out who we want to deal with first. I guess what we'll do is Frenzy first. That's always a nice way to start. Now this guy's a Shield Bearer Prime, so we're playing vanilla still here, not over on our modded playthrough, where the Arthron Shield Bearer Prime also gains a Spitterhead. So we really only have to worry about this guy's claw, and that's pretty much it. Now, unfortunately, he has it somewhat turned away from us. So I don't know if we're going to have a line on the guy. Yeah, you can't see him. In fact, does anybody have a line of sight on this guy? So we might just look at a grenade, since he's not a close-up guy. Just see if we can get some fall through the roof damage to the floor underneath and play it that way. Just so he can't boom, boom, jump down and claw us, which is what he would otherwise do. So let's in fact, I don't know if you can hit him this way, because it's more of a direct fire weapon, but let's do the Boom Blast anyway, and we can follow up with a Rebuke if we don't like how the Archangel rocket launcher looks. Yeah, and it's too direct. He's behind the wall. We're going to have to go with the Rebuke, and not that this hits softly or anything like that, but we'll see if we can set him through there. Maybe we'll blow a hole in there so we can shoot another one through the hole and knock him all the way to the ground floor. You never know. So some roof is coming down, and he apparently had a companion right next to him who we could not see. And they're both standing tall. So I think one more Rebuke is called for on this one. And then we also have, I don't know if we'll have an angle. I guess we'll find out with our shoulder-mounted weapons. We'll take a look at that next. Try here. And the cameraman needs to improve. So at least we slowed the guy down. We did take off his claw, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. We just are curious about who's standing next to him that could hurt us. Because from the blip here, I'm only seeing bleeding coming from the shield bearer, not the blip. Can our shoulder mount have a direct fire up there that we can launch something else and try to land it? There's a big hole behind, because these are not precise weapons we're dealing with here. Let's cross our fingers and find out. So it did. Oh, that was a good enemy to discover, and we blew the hole all the way through to the ground, and it was a siren of all things. So the shield bearer fell through also. Let's just look and make sure he's going to bleed. Well, we don't have to worry about him because he doesn't have his claw, and he can't do any other fun magical things. So we just got to bring somebody over here to take out the Harbinger, and it won't take much, just so we don't have to worry about mind control. As a matter of fact, Nathral, you might be able to do it just standing where you are. Then again, you might have to move.
Let's have a look.
Damn computer monitors. Guess what? Now she's bleeding out, but you know what I want to do? Just in case there's other enemies out there, I want to give them a nice little old will. Well, they'll get the will hit at the beginning of their turn. She's going to bleed out. I guess I can take the shot just because it's an ammo-less weapon, but we'll refocus. Maybe we can move again or shoot again, depending on what we see coming up. So, Joe Murata, you're going to move forward. I'm going to keep you there in case we find something else for your rebuke. What we're going to do is bring you over here, Machine Man. I'm thinking of seeing if we can toss a turret this way to get kind of coverage around this building, perhaps, maybe, kind of, sort of. Let's find out.
I'm on the move.
And we'll just pick this one. And we got to move a little farther forward. We aren't going to get the luxury of remote control. Oh well, I'd rather have the better placement. And let me see how far I kind of have to move forward. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, just to be precise. So let's just do that. And we'll bring you there.
Tango spotted.
Well, we already found something new. Way off in the distance, worms. You know, at this point in the game, not the worst threat we could ever face. And they're fireworms. So they're only a threat to us if they explode. Let's get our turret out. Now I'm almost thinking maybe we can get a turret over here. Of course, we won't have a lot of support. But I can come even farther forward now. And throw our turret perhaps where it can help us more. Well, there's a lot of obstacles in the way, but now we can look up this way, we can go down that way with our shots. So that's what we'll do.
Hey, got you a present.
And we don't see anything new. Okay. With that in mind, Joe Murata, I don't know, without you being boosted, I don't think the rebuke can make it over there, so I'm not going to spend, because you don't have a line for the Destiny either. So what we're going to do with you, Joe Murata, is perhaps bring you up here so you can be a useful next turn. And you're also useful as a pair of eyes for us. Lo and behold, that's where they're hiding. So we may get some use out of our turret yet. Stay there. And let's kind of see about placing everybody else to be of some use for us. Michael Stick Dude Romanov, I'm just thinking if we get you kind of near, kind of forward, your Stick Dude self will be able to help us out coming up. And we'll stay right there with you. And it's really all about positioning, folks, right at the moment. Now I can pick up more will, not that we've all been spending that much. Yeah, we'll just, you know what we'll do is we'll wait till some others move just in case we spend some will in the process and play it that way. Actually, yeah, we can get you jumping over there, and getting a sniper up in that spot would not be a bad choice either. And these guys don't really have weaponry that we have to worry about, that we're aware of. So I'm going to jump you up here, Callum. And we'll jump there. Oh, there's not really cover there, but like we said, we don't see shooters yet. And is there anything else we would like to do at this point? I think we'll just keep ourselves there. Even neural disruption's not really going to help us, so stay there. Therefore, Max, you're probably going to help us out by moving forward. We're going to shoot out some spider drones. But I think what I want to do is get closer with your movement. So we can definitely, say, move this far with you. Stay hidden, Shane, Marine Grunt Vanson, and let's get some Spideys out in this direction to also help us out. All right, Now, Max, I'm thinking everybody's pretty much moved that's going to move other than you, Nathral. And you don't have the ability to jump or really get anywhere convenient. So I'm going to bring you up to this corner. And we can always get more spider drones out there if we need to. And then, Max, now let's do our jump. Get you in position, pick back some will for anyone who's spent some, and we'll just put you in the corner. Well, we got some helpers there. Running towards the ones that are going to bleed out. And of course he jumped down instead of... Oh, he still got to shoot, but he missed. Oh, he must be using his pistol. And, you know, you wouldn't have got bitten if you had stayed on the roof. Return fire always helps. This guy is paying the ultimate price for jumping down off the roof. All right, we got a couple worms out there that probably would be a good idea. In fact, we're only seeing one. Okay, there's the other one. I knew at least 2 out of 3 landed. So what we'll do with you is bring you over here and give you worm. Yeah, worm patrol. Yeah, pretty hard to miss at that range, don't you think? And then what we'll do is get you reloaded and moved up. Now, Machine Man, can your turrets see anybody? You can see a lot. You can see every dang thing around here. Now, this Myrmidon is just garden variety. Yes, it is. So let's focus over here on the potentially more dangerous choices. And that is definitely one of them. Now, yeah, so this is lined up nicely. So if we miss any shots on this venomous Myrmidon, we hit the guy behind. Probably a shield, but, you know, it all works. Oh, well, that poor explosion killed New Jericho, but that sniper, you know, that was one of those thin the herd kills. That sniper, because of his movements, needed to go. Now, where, oh, where? There he is. I got turned around. So what we'll do probably with you is just to get Machine Man in there, we'll do a little remote control because it's fun to do. And we'll take out his shield. That is what you call power. That really was powerful. Therefore, I'm going to do one more remote control because we got spider drones for the Myrmidon and have some more fun while we're at it. Let's go back to the turret. It was like all of a sudden, how's that turret see that worm? So we will give you a shot on the worm. Why not? And the worms are dealt with. So hopefully our damaged spider drone can take care of this thing now. And what we'll do in the meantime is move our other spider drones towards their ultimate target back here. And they'll help make sure that there's no other surprises back there. And Callum, let's give you some fun shooting at the big guy. We'll do quick aim. We'll go for the torso hit. It is now bleeding. Let's use up our quick aim. Let's go see if we can get lucky and bleed some more. Now a leg is out. Joe Murata, it's your turn. I'm just going to... We got the destiny. I mean, what can you say about that? We're just going to do a destiny and follow up with a rebuke if we have to. It looks like we have the head out. Will it bleed out? Yes. So it's just a little myrmidon that we can now explode. And is bleeding plentifully, but it's still not dead. So how about you kind of finish things off over here, Nathral? And then what we're left with is a guy who's going to bleed out. And he's panicked. So this is what we'll do. Just so we can end this sooner. Let's come over here, pick this guy up. Let's take a look at what this new guy's shot looks like. Oh. Don't you dare shoot through me. And let's come over here, give you an angle. And maybe finish the mission. Okay. Well, guess what, my friends? There's someone else out there that we don't know about. Oh, that guy's going to bleed out. Well, do we have another shot on the big guy available? Do we? And let's just end it. Here, I was thinking he was dead. There's the mission complete sound we were looking for, that we all know and love. And good job, team. All right, there we go. Nice payoff that we didn't really need. Nice weapon that we didn't really need. And we don't know the origin of this attack. Oh, well. So let's, you're the only other ship remaining that has to get to the final mission. So let's get you flying and get everybody flying. In fact, we'll just kind of speed it up, because that's all we got left to do, and get to the plan. And we'll see if anything pops up in the meantime. Probably will not be enough to distract us from going to the final mission. Let's find out.
The Disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Yeah, Disciples of Anu, we really don't care. Although it is Anu, so normally I would have stepped in on that one because it's not part of the war. But, you know, we're looking at the bigger picture now. You're going to defend yourself, and we're trying to end the whole thing, period. So you don't have to worry about this anymore. So let's keep everybody flying. The plan. Our first ship is there, so let's just cancel and get everybody else there.
Asmedrian Haven is under attack.
And this one will lose, but guess what? Yeah, it'll probably disappear before we can get to you, but you know, we're going for the greater good now.
Research complete.
Armageddon AAM. New Jericho spares no expense or man hours when it comes to improving the arsenal. And this is an Air Force air-to-air missile. Something I've never had the opportunity to play with. Never gotten this far with it. Let's just keep flying to the plan. And they're going to attack Afghanistan, which we could get to, but hopefully we'll all get here before 24 hours are up. Actually, we don't probably even need this base.
Asmedrian Haven is under attack.
And this one's part of the war. Not going to waste my time there. Tobias, I wish you'd just stop doing that, because we need to focus on the final mission.
The Disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
And the newest one, yeah, that's another war mission. So let's keep flying.
The disciples of New Haven is under attack.
Look at all the war is expanding, and New Jericho is winning it by all these indications.
Haven destroyed.
So we're just about all there. Let me just kind of do a quick flip through. I think only one ship has to arrive. Yep, we're just waiting on one ship to get down there. So we should get this mission done before our Afghanistan base is attacked, I would think.
Haven destroyed.
Okay, now we totally have the final mission queued up. No more saying that we do. We are all actually there. And all I have left to do is look at everybody that's there. And since we're all there, we can switch around armor, ammo, weaponry, you name it, to get the best team put together. And just because that is kind of a boring thing to watch, what we'll do is we'll end up pausing the mission at this point, and I will choose the final team, the final outfits, the final kits, whatever you want to call it, and then all we got to do is finish the mission. And hopefully, because I've only beat the game once so far in our very first season, and now we're going to have a chance with a couple seasons 2 and 3 queued up to make that beat the game twice and 3 times. So that's where we're going to leave it. This is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks for watching, especially through all these different seasons I've had going all at once. I really do appreciate that. And as usual, hope to see you next time.